If your family is going to be moving to Greenville in 2024, or you're a local and you're going to be selling your house in 2024 here in Greenville, this video is for you. In this video, we will discuss the places that you need to have on your radar when we start looking for you a home, the considerations for each place that we're going to be looking, schools, and more. Let's do it. As always, my friends, my name is Will Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the upstate of South Carolina, and it's our goal with this channel that we are your #1 resource for all the things that you need to know about your relocation to the upstate. We are devoted to bringing you the highest quality content, the most informative content, and the most practical content about Greenville, South Carolina. If you like this information, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you follow along for future videos. So area #1 that a family should think about moving to here in Greenville would be downtown and the neighborhoods around downtown. That's going to include Augusta Road, North Main, East North Street, Parkins Mill and Gower, and Lawrence Road. So why should a family think about moving to one of these areas? Well, first things first, you're going to be close to downtown. You're going to have great proximity to possibly be able to walk downtown, to enjoy parks on the weekends, to walk to restaurants on the weekends. And your kids are more than likely going to be able to walk down the street and play with their neighbors. You'll be zoned for award-winning schools. However, your lot will more than likely be on the smaller side unless you live in Parkins Mill or Gower. And in these areas, whether it be North Main or Gower or Augusta Road, you're going to find all types of houses and all types of price ranges. Price ranges for a family are more than likely going to start around $400,000 and go up to that $2 million mark. Schools that y'all are going to be zoned for would be the #1 elementary school in the state, Augusta Circle, which is obviously on Augusta Road. If you're living in North Main, you might be zoned for Stone Academy. If you're living on Lawrence Road, you might be zoned for Sarah Collins or Beck. And if you're in that Pelham Road corridor, you're probably going to be zoned for either Pelham Road Elementary or Mitchell Road Elementary. High schools that you'll be zoned for, just to name a couple, are going to be Greenville High School and J.L. Mann. You're also going to have pretty quick access to private schools like Christ Church and St. Joe's. The second place we'll talk about is Simpsonville and Fountain Inn, which does cover a pretty big area. You're going to love this area because of all the things that kids are able to do in this part of town. You have parks, you have water parks, you have pickleball courts, you have walking opportunities, walking trails, very quick access to Interstate 385, which is going to bring you up into Greenville if you need to go shopping at Bass Pro Shops or Costco or Sam's. Anything along Woodruff Road, you're only going to be 10 to 20 minutes from. There's also Fairview Road in Simpsonville, which is like a mini Woodruff Road where there's a Target and a Starbucks and a Chick-fil-A and grocery stores, where that if you're living in Simpsonville or Fountain Inn, instead of coming to Woodruff Road, you might just go to Fairview Road. So award-winning schools in the Simpsonville Fountain Inn area are going to be Oakview, Bethel, Rudolph Gordon, and Fountain Inn. An award-winning middle school that you'll be zoned for possibly is Hillcrest Middle School. High schools that you could be zoned for would be the coveted Fountain Inn High School that was recently built, possibly Malden High School, possibly J.L. Mann High School, and possibly Hillcrest High School. Homes in this Simpsonville and Fountain Inn area for families comfortably going to start around $300,000 and will go up over $1 million, with the sweet spot being $350,000 to $500,000. #3 on the list is Powdersville, and families are going to love Powdersville for a number of reasons. Powdersville, location-wise, is one of the best in the upstate. You have very quick access to the interstate if you need to jump to Woodruff Road, or if you need to go down to, say, Lake Hartwell to take the family out on the boat. You have very quick access to a number of grocery stores right there on Highway 153, which cuts through the center of Powdersville. You're also only about 10, maybe 15 minutes from downtown Greenville itself, as it's only a few stoplights away. There are several amazing neighborhood opportunities for you to explore in the Powdersville area, both existing and new. Prices in the Powdersville area are gonna start around that $300,000 mark and go up over $1 million, with the sweet spot being in that $400,000 to $600,000 price point. If you live in Powdersville, objectively, you're gonna be very pleased with the schools there. It's Powdersville Elementary, Powdersville Middle School, and Powdersville High School. If you live a little bit south of Powdersville, you're gonna be zoned for Anderson School District 1, which funnels into Wren High School. So last but not least, Taylors and Greer are places that a family should be looking at for a number of reasons. So good news for residents in Taylors and Greer. The road that takes you from downtown Greenville to Taylors to Greer, which is Wade Hampton Boulevard, is getting a facelift. So it's a 6-lane highway. Part of Wade Hampton Boulevard is going to become a 4-lane highway. Those outer lanes are going to become bike lanes, and the sidewalks that are currently on Wade Hampton Boulevard are going to be widened, which is going to make that road much more bike friendly and much more pedestrian friendly. If you live in Taylors or Greer, you're in a good spot. You have a ton of shopping and Lowe's and Home Depot and grocery stores and restaurants on Wade Hampton Boulevard. You're only going to be 10 to 30 minutes from downtown Greenville. If you live in Greer, you're kind of equidistant between Greenville and Spartanburg itself. So instead of going to Woodruff Road to go to Sam's or Costco or wherever else you need to go, you also could go to Spartanburg. Depending on where you live in Taylors and Greer, you could have a little bit more of a rural lifestyle. Some of that area is also going to offer mountain views depending on where you are in the area, which a lot of folks are looking for when they're moving to Greenville. You know, this part of town has been developed for quite some time, so you can find older homes closer to that $250,000 price point. However, the sweet spot in this area is going to be anywhere from $350,000 to $500,000. And also there's your $700,000 neighborhoods, there's $900,000 neighborhoods, and there's of course $1 million plus neighborhoods. The east side of town is somewhat known for its school systems. Depending on where you live, you might be zoned for Paris Elementary, Brushy Creek Elementary, Florence Chapel Middle School, Riverside Middle School, Riverside High School, East Side High School, Blue Ridge High School, and the #1 high school in the county, which is Wade Hampton High School. And wrapping this up, you know, all of these places aren't that far from each other. So of course you're going to be local to where you end up buying a house. But if you needed to jump to one of these other places for whatever reason, whether it be school choice or to go shopping in one place or to go to a friend's house, you're really not going to have a long drive. So I hope that helped you and your family possibly nail down some areas that you want to focus on when you're starting your Greenville home search. And if that was helpful, I would love to chat with you. So please do me a favor, email me at my email below, text me at my cell phone number below. I would love to chat with you and your family about what your relocation in 2024 could look like. As always, my name is Will Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the upstate of South Carolina. And until next time, stay safe. Well, this video is going to be a about Greenville County, the upstate of South Carolina. Great thing to do and easily in the evening. I'm a local real estate expert here in the area. All time, you know, right behind me is a really cool place called Freight Yard.